President Trump's own campaign advisors, his Department of Justice, and his cybersecurity experts all told him the same thing. You will also hear testimony that President Trump rejected the advice of his campaign experts on election night and instead followed the course recommended by an apparently inebriated Rudy Giuliani to just claim he won and insist that the vote counting stop, to falsely claim everything was fraudulent.
So there's a January 6th committee and Liz Cheney leading another aspect of it in day 2 to talk about how Trump knew that he had lost, but they decided to go another route. One particular person that convinced him of that was apparently an inebriated Rudy Giuliani. We've heard about his drinking problem in the past, but he's denied it every time. Let's go to more about this because Jason Miller, who's also part of the whole team, I think he confirmed the point. Let's watch.
Was there anyone in that conversation who, in your observation, had too much to drink?
Like Mayor Giuliani.
Tell me more about that. What was your observation about his potential intoxication during that discussion about what the president should say when he's addressed the nation on election night?
And the mayor was definitely intoxicated, but I do not know his level of intoxication when he spoke with the president, for example.
Well, there he is confirming that further. But again, Rudy Giuliani, even in his own testimony, even his own speaking with folks on the committee, he still somehow believes what is obviously and has been set forward that he didn't know, but he decided to go ahead and push anyway. Again, showing that they blatantly were doing this for the sake of doing it, not because he really believed it. But now I'm not sure, maybe it was the drunkenness. Even maybe he was drunk here when he said this.
If you gave me the paper ballots, I could probably turn around each one of these states. I'm absolutely convinced if you let me examine each one of those ballots, I'd pull out enough that were fraudulent that it would shake the hell out of them.
It would shake everything up. So a little bit more from Miller, because he confirmed further about what was going on. He said there were suggestions by, I believe it was Mayor Giuliani, to go and declare victory and say that we won it outright. I think effectively Mayor Giuliani was saying we won it. They're stealing it from us. Where did all the votes come from? We need to go say that we won. And essentially anyone who didn't agree with that position was being weak. Just that one line there about Giuliani saying we should just go say we won. If you noticed ever since then, Donald Trump also said that, I think to Dr. Oz, and maybe there was one other candidate that was in a tight race. He said, just say you won, just say you won. That has become his newest approach to every election. First after saying it was fraudulently stolen from you, then say you just won when you have no idea if you did or not. Okay, so more, because several of Giuliani's colleagues have also confirmed that he also has a major drinking problem. Most notorious is Michael Cohen when he said this. Trump's former lawyer and fixer Cohen gave a similar account to CNN in April, telling the network that Rudy drinks too much. He behaves in such an erratic manner that who knows what's on those telephones or what's on his computers. Also, lastly, Francesca, the accusations were way more apparent also on the anniversary of 9/11 when he also, remember this weird thing, because I totally forgot, when he portrayed the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, and confirmed that it was something about his alcoholism or not his alcoholism made him do these things. Let's watch that.
She said, you did a wonderful job on September 11. And therefore I'm making you an honorary knight, commander of the Royal something or other. I turned down a knighthood because if you took a knighthood, you had to lose your citizenship. I know Prince Andrew is very questionable now. I never went out with him, ever. Never had a drink with him. Never was with a woman or a young girl with him, ever. One time I met him in my office, and one time when we had the party, right, Bernie? You were there.
Have you ever struggled with alcohol?
Never at all. Never at all.
Were you drunk during those interviews when they said you were?
Absolutely not. No, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm probably function more effectively than 90% of the population.
Man, it's like a textbook alcoholic when they say, I'm a functioning. What are your thoughts?
A+ human being. Yeah, no, I love, first of all, we were all drunk on election night. I just want to put that out there. No one is above Rudy Giuliani. Y'all were drinking, okay? So there's that. But yeah, I also think it's incredible. It's indicative of this administration and how much it was spiraling out of control, that the only person that Trump would listen to and wanted to listen to was a drunk former mayor turned advisor, right? Everyone else was like, no, we gotta wait. And he was like, this guy's making a lot of sense. And that guy was like completely smashed. So that sort of gives you a sense of where we're at. Giuliani, I mean, he is such a laughingstock, dude. But then again, how can I hate him? Because him drunk Googling 4 Seasons to make an appointment for a press conference led to the 4 Seasons landscaping debacle. So that's comedy gold. I mean, you can't hate it.
He does it so well you'd forget that. Again, he always talks about mayor of New York, what the whole thing about taking down the mob. This guy is the same person, and potentially the president of the United States listened to a drunk guy who's out of his mind now to try to overturn an election and I actually take down democracy in America based off of a drunk guy who had one too many scotches. That's the problem.
He's also getting paid in alcohol. You realize like Trump owes him like hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees.
Yeah.
And now he's just paying him in like Kirkland vodka. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna go with like Jameson's, like maybe something nice. But you know what? I think Kirkland is actually the way to go. It's probably more like it.